There's I don't think we've seen him flex anywhere else, but you know, he's the most, I would say the most annoying to deal with.
Golden Road, right?
Yeah, he's kind of like a mosquito, man, and it's tough to deal with. Matilda and Brody though, so I don't know, man. Looking at this Guangzhou Gaming draft,
go big or go home. Win all the lanes, push it, and try to end it by 12.
Does the Matilda help solve the macro problem though?
I think it helps either the Uranus or Herard. They're gonna go in so deep, and then that's gonna be your backup option. But I don't know, like really for Guangzhou, it looks like all gas, no brakes.
I mean, are these not some of the four most prioritized picks in the entire tournament so far on the top side of Team Spirit?
So far, and then a Granger to cap it all off to go in the hands of Hiko here. So playing range for range in the gold lane, but a lot of mobility for both lineups here across the map. And, you know, we've seen it before, though. Marcel's golden hour can either work for you or against you.
It is Team Spirit gatekeeping once again. Let's send it back to your casters, Mirko and Brigitte, for our final game of Series 1.
Go big or go home, as mentioned here by our studio, is the game plan and is what is reflected based on this Game 3 draft from both sides. Both are favoring Team Spirit though. Mirko, would you say that you're also on the same page?
Honestly, if you look at the draft, if you look at the prio, it makes a lot of sense. You know, the Granger for the strong side as well, that outrange against the Brody. The Fanny on the hands of Sour Egoist as well. But Guangzhou Gaming, this time around, it really feels like they're just trying to capitalize on the mistakes of Team Spirit. And it doesn't look bad. The Uranus against the Barats picked up, I think, way too early as well. It did well in the previous game, but I guess we'll just find out here as Guangzhou Gaming will have mid-prio for the most part with this Lilia.
Okay, hold on. Saw?
Go to cables, forces out the Revitalize. All good.
So, we did say it's looking like Guangzhou kind of capitalizing on Spirit and the draft, trying to react to it a bit more, but we're hopefully just seeing that in terms of the draft, because I don't think it'll pay off to be as passive when it comes to the game, and you're seeing it even in the gold lane matchup. Both gold laners so upfront and aggressive in terms of the laning.
Yep. But it is Hiko who has to burn the Flicker first, so that's a massive advantage for Guangzhou Gaming as they look to dive past this front to back that Team Spirit wanted to play with. Recall with the rotation up top already, waiting in that bush. And Guangzhou Gaming have set up a brilliant freeze. Hiko's gonna be forced to lose out on a few minions here.
Wow.
Or maybe even die, right? Like, he has no Flicker, he can't just walk up.
And that's two of the marksmen with maybe or probably the longest range too, just going at it. And so we leave them for now as we take a look at how this first hurdle is going to pan out. You see Guangzhou taking a hold of it, Recall starting it off, but there's still Sao, there's still a threat of a Marcel, but there is no golden hour just yet. So I feel like Guangzhou are still somewhat trying to take control over this.
And again, the disadvantage of the Fanny with now purple buff. Look at the zone coming down, retreat battle. It's gonna be one out by Sour still, despite no purple. Recall gonna fall to first blood as well. Sour pops in a Revitalize to keep everybody healthy. Spirit with a massive win. Thunder's Wrath in the mid lane, just one more splash of damage. Sunset picking up yet another 3-0 and the neutral objective.
So unfortunate for Guangzhou. They wanted to start that out. It was Recall trying to actually get some damage in for the objective, but looking at where Recall decided to position himself to, the fact that it was both Kid Bomba and Zara Egoist just locking down onto this jungler and making sure that there was no other way he could go in for the contest on the objective was what granted Team Spirit that win. You have to pay attention to the zone as welcome. You have to pay attention to where you actually position yourself, because if you're somewhere, anywhere near walls, Zara Egoist is just gonna have the time of his life.
And if you see that replay, man, Modi, he did all that he could to stop Bomba from getting the chomp down on towards Recall, but Bomba flickered past Modi. My God. Beautifully done by Bomba to secure that neutral objective. That's how Zaur was able to just walk up, get the retreat for free. Recall, not caught on that spot, able to go for a golden hour, catches them all in place, and Hiko is going to build on the Rhapsody. Another pick off up top, and it is against Sai on the Brody.
And this is how you like to see the Eudora being played. Now that they're ahead, now that they are actually being the more aggressive combo, And it's also probably because of Sao, just the way Sao moves around the map, which doesn't make things any less or any more difficult for Sunset Lover to just also go in with the flickers, because you are fully aware of where to anticipate Guangzhou Gaming too. So that was a flicker play you got to see from Sunset Lover. That was a burst landed onto the right target. And this is going to be a problem for Guangzhou, because you see a lot of, I think, targets for Sunset Lover in this draft, honestly. You could consider so much people to just use your burst damage onto. Oh, if that cable actually landed. Okay, they're gonna get out of this, but does Kid Bomba has a flicker.
Even the Chomp to get away. Maybe the circling Eagle Bomba. Oh, that's a very sad. Dino Revitalize. Oh my god, saves him. There's no damage from Guangzhou Gaming. Even after all that, a good stun coming out on Modi as TS are able to clear out the wave in the bottom lane. Sour, no purple buff, recall on the neutral objective, and this time Kid Bomba does not have that chomp.
Oh, revitalized this time from Guangzhou too. Golden R.
Great delay. Now the red tree. Sour try to steal, but recall stays patient on the red tree. Waits for Sour to show it, and now it's Guangzhou on the board on the neutral objectives.
Okay, at least if they weren't able to get anything down that engage in the bottom lane, they were able to convert it into something. The fact that they at least had to send one member of Spirit back and they weren't really prepared to take on that objective was already a win in itself for Guangzhou. Kid Bomba, did he get anything from that?
Got the Purify out of Xing, but that's about it now as the torn apart memory comes around, but the double flicker goes for Sunset and Hiko to get away. The dinosaur won't have a good time there. Gun down, taken out. Modi doing a good job again, gaining this map control and giving the space for Sai to pick up a turret.
I guess that maxed out time on the channeling maybe allowed for a bit more room for Guangzhou to really set up for that fight, which they are really taking advantage of this time. May even gets bursted down, but they're just really looking to steal away this orange objective. There's a conceal from TS though.
Yeah, they get the frozen moments on a few members, but no battle spells worn. Guangzhou Gaming just playing it safe. Draw. Oh, Sour with the cutthroat. Nexing has black shoes, doesn't even need it though.
Wait, Sai, okay. It seems like he's trying to hold this bush for a while. No one really passes through from TS though, but just like that, Guangzhou have regained control of the map in some ways. It's still a mirror trade for that tier 1 up top and down bottom, but since the next objective is spawning here, Guangzhou, they probably are looking to take advantage of this. And the fact that Kid Bomba, yes, has been doing a really good job on the Barret so far, but so long as they get there first, you could expect it to be pretty slow for the XP laner here of TS.
And this is why I had my concerns, you know, even in the early game, even though Guangzhou Gaming technically only have one resource to deal with the Fanny, that skill 2 of Sai, it's still very troublesome because for Team Spirit, they're going to have to outplay Guangzhou Gaming around these neutral objectives, around these team fights as well.
Okay.
While Modi can just stand in front of Bomba to take those deaths as well. The golden hour placed down as well. Oh, Recall trying to go for it. He's going to be able to get away right now. The chomp comes around, and that's going to be Sai who gets locked down, but he's able to flicker out the safety of Sour. Goes over the cutthroat. Can't find it. Good stun over Spirit with the neutral objective. Take Recall walking up now with immobilization on Sunset. Just one more shot should get him down. Recall with a jumping forward, finds the kill. Immobilization on Sour, but he's able to escape as Bomb appeals for him. Sour in the mid lane, now on Recall. Untargetable. Hiko with the dash in forward. That was actually a flicker. Burns it away. Good eye phrase by Recall. Xing thrown again, but he has the black shoes. Sour low. CY won't be able to go for the kill.
The revitalize from both sides just made that team fight much longer than we expected it to be, but who won it out and who were still able to commit and prolong things even after the revitalizers went down were still Guangzhou Gaming. They have such low dom times, but Recall!
Uh-oh, gets away for a bit, but Sao was just waiting there. Together with Sour Egoist, the free kill up top. Oh, chop down, Purify out from Modi. Turret force sign, bottom lane on the Brody as Sour is able to go on the tier 2 up top, and this will be a win for TS. This is a very good trade on the board for them.
Yeah, even though they lost mid though, but the purple, I think that changes things a bit.
It's okay. He'll be able to steal the purple buff on the other side of the map, and Modi has no Purify, still goes up. Has the guiding wind to get him out, but the purple buff, again, not even stolen by Guangzhou Gaming. Still a massive win for Spirit.
Yeah, they just swapped purple buffs basically at this point, but Guangzhou again, despite them getting a couple more tier 1s, even in mid. TS, though, they still have the 4K lead, and they're looking to take that one turret in mid as well, if only they find an opening. But they're going to respect Guangzhou. They're literally around these members, though, and they will be first to prio and position themselves in this upcoming Lord.
This is really not looking good for Guangzhou Gaming. Their jungler is so behind, and their idea right now is to get the orange buff over the side. Recall's 2 levels down. How can he win the red tree now? Sour just needs to go for the red tree, gets it in time. With a 2-level lead, it's almost guaranteed. Recall will walk up on Sunset, but TS get away.
Yep, as much as Guangzhou, I think, wanted to do something there and at least get a trade, Sao was just too eager to stop them in their tracks. This is a Marcel who has been very proactive in terms of the gameplay. Okay, he's gonna spot recall there too, but at the same time, you can just rely on him to really block off Guangzhou Gaming in case they want to go for the chase, just because of the fact that you probably are not expecting as much burst from Guangzhou just yet. Oh, that's a flicker though.
Uh-oh, great golden hour. Catches me. Oh my god! He still flies by and Hiko punishes him. Now it's out with the cables. A chomp down with a Purify already baited out. Sai gets pulled back by the missiles of Bomba. Pops into it in nature, but this does have no damage to deal with these tanks up front.
That's the difference. You see TS, they have Sunset Lover, they have Hiko, such reliable sources to just burst down one of the front lines, quote-unquote, here for Guangzhou, because it's always Mei who pushes forward and has to push forward, but TS this time with a siege.
Modi's low, still able to get away, has the consecration, pops it here, the retribution from Recall. And a good clear with the Lilia as well against Team Spirit Siege.
Oh. They're gonna lose out on so much though. That's a tier 2 down bot and in mid, falling into the hands of Spirit. At least Mei is back right now, but these synced up waves are really becoming a problem. Now it's TS with a 6K lead. Initially it was just 3 to 4K, but now even take a look at the items. But before that, Zor!
Oh no, gets stunned up, torn apart memory. Not enough to take him down, very close though. Not enough Sky Piercer stacks just yet. And it's because of the Dreadnought armor that Sour got that saved him.
Yep. Okay, that's a flask 2 for Sao. Guardian already picked up by Kid Bomba here on the barracks. So you could expect them to just really stay for much longer. And they're going to be very calculated about this. They fully respect, we all know for a fact Guangzhou have pretty much reliable wave clear. That's a Brody, Lilia you're already looking at. On top of the fact that Modi can just be the one to put himself up front. And TS are just looking to wait for this next, but do they actually wait? Zar, he's positioned here really, really well. Catches Recall. The iframes are gonna be there, fortunately though.
Yep. Not much he can do, you know? I mean, you need to be very instant with the burst, very hard to catch the Hirara. Just with one dude. That's why usually it's the Eudora that gets her, gets the stun. Everybody can just follow him through.
Zar, the way he's been positioning himself.
Yeah, very aggressive.
You know they want something before this next objective.
It's all up to CY right now to be the guy to carry Guangzhou Gaming, right? Like, he has the way to stop the Fanny. The only way, as of right now, they got a full peel for Sai.
Ooh. The waves. It's just really Zar holding onto this position.
It's kind of crazy.
Guangzhou have no idea he's there.
It's a very small dino. No big guy stacks on Bomba.
Still looking for those stacks. Now they spot out where Guangzhou are. They fully reveal the information, and Zar, he's just waiting. Sao reveals just much more info.
Oh man, great golden hour, catches Sai. Oh, Modi gets bursted down, straight up. The consecration already baited earlier. Now Exing can't even use the black shoes. Gets cut-throated down to the ground as Recall goes into the bottom lane. And Spirit don't even want to go for the Lord. They want to go for top 8. They want to qualify to the knockout stage.
What a play from Spirit. Could this be it? Recall goes in. Oh no, but he gets bursted.
A big chomp down right now. Spits it, not a stun for Hiko to pick up the kills. He flickers in. Sai, very low. That's a win in nature as well. TS, now they say it's enough. We're gonna go for the Lord, guaranteed.
Yep, Modi's back. Xing will be back too. There will be much more reliable wave clear for Guangzhou, and TS are gonna play it safe. But that was such a great plan coming in from TS. They knew they had enough burst, so if they had to deal with a target from Guangzhou one at a time, they had enough damage to do so. Now Sunset Lover even picking the Divine Blade will make things all the more difficult for Guangzhou, for them to go up against Spirit in this scenario. As we take a look at that, yep, it is going to be the Divine Blade, the Lightning Truncheon as well. So you have to be very careful. Even Modi earlier on, you saw how they were able to deal with him only with the Oracle as his somewhat of a defense item for magic damage. Now there's really starting to play the kind of game we're expecting from Spirit. They have a Lord marching up top, but it's Czar. Again, possibly looking for an entry from the opposite side.
So for Guangzhou, it's all about how they react to this. It's not the Evolved Lord just yet. They actually still have a shot at defending this with Lilia. But it gets very difficult knowing there's an 8.7k gold lead and a few stacks already on Hiko. Modi caught in the Thunder's Wrath. Black Shoes used very early on. Lord up top, going to be able to take the turret down already as that's going to be Spirit with a priority on the bot side as well. Both side lane base turrets have fallen.
Such a great tool to create space. Golden R lay down perfectly just so Spirit get that base turret. So now they're looking to take out even this last one in mid. The damage from Hiko too is already no joke. Sao catches one.
Bomba's just trying to zone right there, and he does well. Circling Eagle, now the retaliation on Bomba. He doesn't have the flicker. Torn apart memory takes him down, and Sour is able to cable out of there. 1 for 3. 1 kill for 3 base turrets. Spirit will take that any day of the week.
Yep, 15 minutes in, they finally expose the base here for Guangzhou Gaming. Though they do show some signs of life, it takes a bit of time before they actually go in. They need to ensure that there is actually a target that will easily be within reach, but they're really pushing forward this time though. Guangzhou want to somehow equalize the map as we're taking a look at it right now. But you gotta pay attention to Zar and how they protect Sai.
That's for sure. Double Sky Piercer? Wait, Sour, oh my god, brother, you're playing with fire, bro. Just dashes into a Brody, Mathilda, and Hirara. What do you think about this double Sky Piercers? It's just, they're going up against, hey, they steal the purple, but they don't go to their own purple, man. Bus.
Okay, at this point, the kills are pretty much spread between Recall and Sai, yes, but
Wait, what's the point of stealing the purple if you're gonna leave the purple for TS?
yeah. They were... TS are just too quick.
You gotta explain this to me, Big. Or maybe the panel needs to explain this to me.
The panel will have the Telestrator to do that for us.
Some of these games, I feel like I want need to be streaming, man.
Rain Day will have the Telestrator to do that for us.
Yeah, okay, please.
Now they will not have that...
LaFell, please, Telestrator on that moment.
Yep,
Yes.
Yep,
No.
yes, you can highlight that. Okay, so we have a Lord now. We have a Lord now. It is still going to be Zar on the opposite side dealing with the waves first. And TS, I don't think they'll have as much problems with this. They have to still pay attention to the burst. Sao with the conceal.
With the waves, though, Sour can just end the game. If Guangzhou Gaming want to take this fight, and now they're going to have to fight 4v5. Recall, oh, he goes in. Gets the untargetable golden hour, isolates him for the rest of the team. Hiko! Flicker in, a shot to the face, and now it's Modi. All alone, the circling eagle used to get away. Modi's dodging away from the bullets. Call him Neo the way he's dodging from those shots. Sign of Rose, torn apart memory! Maybe if they didn't get double Sky Pierce. Nah, actually, it doesn't even matter.
So close, Sunset Lover. At least they got the flicker down, but that's about it. They've only gotten battle spells out from TS. I feel like Hiko even uses aggressively. And now with the Lord and an exposed base, Guangzhou Gaming, they only have so much to rely on. Xing and Sai will have to go for the defense of their lives. And Kid Bomba has a flicker too. Who knows if he actually finds another surprise Daytona's welcome.
At this point, Spirit's gotta drop the ball for them to lose this game. Guangzhou Gaming, they have the clear. But it's going to be delayed by Spirit. Sawa with a golden hour onto the Lord right now as the waves come crashing down. Modi gets away with the guiding wind. That's instant cutthroat on Xing. Again, not given the time to use the black shoes. A big chop down coming in. And Bomba spits him out, gets a two-man stun. The rest of the team capitalizing. He goes unstoppable. And